guys, welcome back to the Eastbourne Fisherman. Thanks for joining me. Tonight I've come down to a completely different mark. I'm down at Norman's Bay to a place called Alice's Pipe, and what we're going to do is we're going to go for bass and we're going to go for sole. So on my first rod I'm going to rig it up a Wessex rig with maybe a crab on the bottom and then two ragworm or lug on the top hooks. On the second rig I've gone for a running ledger rig, running ledger pennel rig, so that's two hooks, and we're going to put out a fillet of mackerel on that. So that's the plan. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera around, I'll show you how we're baiting up, and then we'll crack on and get on with the evening. Right guys, so I'm just going to quickly show you the running ledger rig. If you haven't made this rig yourself before, do head over to the rig making section of the channel and you'll be able to see it in all its glory and how to make it from start to finish. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at the top. So we've got a swivel there, bead there, zip slider there, another bead there, and then your swivel, and then we've got the main snood here, and on the end we've got our two hooks. These two hooks are Cox and Rule Specimen X 2.0s, and you know they're the ones I'm going to be using tonight. So let's get rid of the top bit. We're going to untangle the top hook because we don't need that at the moment. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get our fillet of mackerel. We're going to pierce into the skin there, and then come out the bottom like that. Right, so I'm just using some super thin bait elastic from a Nova, and what we're going to do is we're going to line that on there and just give it a couple of wraps just to keep it nice and tight. A couple behind the hook as well. Oh, can't see that. So just wrapping up the bait now, just giving it a couple of wraps around just to keep that hook nice and secure in there. Don't want to go crazy with it. Like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bring our top hook down. Wrap it around the line a couple of times. Just pinch that into the top of the bait. And just pull the line, and that should tighten the bait up, like so. So that's our first bait. Nice big bit of mackerel. On the second rig, the Wessex rig, it's a bit of a different rig. So what we're going to do on the top two hooks, we're just going to put some ragworm on. So we're just going to get our two ragworm and put them on the top two hooks now. Ragworm's a bit of a fiddly bait. It's a bit of a fragile, delicate bait. Yes, that's one of them there. Now what we're going to do is we just want to put the second one on the top hook, which is up here. As you can see where the jaws come out. Don't really want to get your fingers near there. They do give a nice little nip. And I wouldn't advise if you're fishing with kids, you know, put these on for them. Getting a nip by a ragworm is not a great experience. So the two ragworms on the top two hooks there. On the bottom hook, I've got a circle hook there. So what I'm going to do is going to get my crab bait and put that on the bottom. Just taking the claws off of one side, and throwing them over there. Coming down through the body, through one of the sockets. Ooh. And then just puncturing through stomach there, and then what I'm going to do is going to wrap that up again with my bait elastic to keep it on the hook. Got a couple more bits on there, it's not very secure. To make sure the bait is secure, otherwise when you cast it out it'll just fly off within seconds if you don't secure it properly. Ooh. Oh, I've lost the bait elastic now. Just making sure that hook can't slide off there. Oh, so that's in there nice and tight. So that's my second rig. So they're the rigs I'm going to be using tonight then, guys. We're going to be using the running ledger pennel rig on one rod, and then we're going to be using the Wessex rig with 2 lugworm and a crab on the bottom, just to cover all bases and just see how we get on. Right, guys, so we cast out, and now we're out fishing. Woo! It's been a bit of a long week this week, so yeah, I think this has definitely been pretty deserved, and I'm looking forward to tonight just to see if we can try and winkle a few fish out. I know quite a lot of people been over the last couple of weeks. There's not been much come out of Eastbourne. There's been some nice fish, nice fish coming out, but there's been not many fish, or not many reports. But yeah, we're definitely going to give it a go and see how we get on, and hopefully we'll be able to winkle a fish out or 2. Right, guys, just to give you a rough idea of where we are then, we're at Norman's Bay. Bexhill's over there, Hastings I believe, right over the other side over there somewhere. Also there, the sea's a bit rough. And then down the other end we got Eastbourne with Beachy Head right over the other side. So yeah, we've come a fair way out. It's a bit windy. The sea's really choppy, it looks really bassy. Hopefully we'll be able to pull something out. Fingers crossed. Right, guys, so I've just pulled in my Wessex rig and it is pretty tangled up. It's all there. So yeah, probably not a great idea for rig choice tonight. So what I'm going to do is going to change to a 2-hook clip down with some slightly short snoods, and hopefully we'll be able to bag ourselves a fish and get over the breaking waves. So we're about an hour in now. It's been a bit dead. All the baits come back untouched. So the same usual story. The last 2 weeks fishing has been absolutely shocking. I don't want to jinx it tonight, but it's been absolutely shocking. Usually I manage to winkle 1 or 2 out in the evening, but the last couple of weeks has been flatlined. Right, so I've got at the moment a 2-hook clip down out on one rod, out at distance, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the running ledger with this nice bit of mackerel pennel rig. So we've got a hook at the bottom and then a hook at the top, just in close, just to see if we can try and pick something up in the surf. That's the plan. That is the plan. So this is a bit of bluey and mackerel wrap. I'm going to be playing around with bluey, mackerel, ragworm, lugworm, crab, and bits and pieces throughout the evening. So that is the plan. That's what we're going to be doing, and hopefully we'll be able to beat the blank tonight. Winkle a fish out. I want to see a fish. I've forgotten what a fish looks like. The last couple of sessions have been, like I say, been pretty poor. But that is fishing. That is what it is. I always said to you guys, I'll be true, and I won't lie to you. Every time we go out, we will give you a video, and I will show you what fishing is like. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, that's what it is. So let's crack on. So surprising as it is, all the big baits we're putting out there at the moment are coming back completely untouched, which is a bit of a pain in the backside. It's just like, it's completely untouched. A big nice bit of surf like that, I thought a bass would have a munch out of that, but is what it is. So we're going to get the next one out there. We're going to crack on with the big baits for another hour or so until it gets dark, and then if the big baits aren't working, we'll switch it up again and see if we can try something else. Right, so just trying this ragworm on a 2-hook clip down again. I'm just going to cast it out. Right, just a quick one then guys, I'm using the Trident tackle bait needle ragworm here. Basically what you want to do is just feed the ragworm onto the point, like so, and then just push the ragworm onto the point. Simple and easy, you can push as many of them on there as you want. I usually do 1 or 2. Just makes baiting up so much easier. Just try not to punch it through the side of the ragworm. There you go, once you've got your ragworm on, push them to the end. The hook locates in the end, like so. Pull that tight. Then all as you do, you just push the ragworm and it goes up and round and onto the hook. Absolutely great little bit of kit. And that's your bait straight away on the hook. Righty guys, so we're about 4 hours into the session now. It's about 10:30, nearly 11. I haven't had no fish. The small baits haven't really been touched. The big baits haven't been touched. Just don't know what's happening with fishing at the moment. It's been a bit weird. Just can't seem to wink all the fish out. I think I'm losing my mojo. Yeah, so we're going to give it another couple of hours and see how we get on. We're going to go back to 1 rod on the big baits, 1 rod on the small baits. I think I'm nearly all out of small bait, small worm and stuff. So we're going to have to, we'll probably use some fish baits on the small hooks just to, scratch around and see if we can grab a fish in the next hour or so. Right then, so tonight I come down to Norman's Bay. I haven't been down to Norman's Bay since I was a kid. My gran used to live down there. It holds fond memories. Yeah, so it's quite nice coming down there actually again. Coming down on the beach where we used to play as kids. Had a fish on the beach, and unfortunately, the blank streak continues. Tried quite a lot of different things, different rigs, different size baits, big baits, small baits. The whole arsenal of bait that we had. We even run out of the small bait to try and target the small fish. So I tried cutting up mackerel strips in small pieces, in size 2 and size 4 hooks to try and scratch around. Still nothing. So yeah, unfortunately, the blank streak does continue. So what can we do? But like I said, I will show you guys all the videos. However good or bad they may be. Hopefully you can learn something from it, and it just goes to show that you can't catch all the time. So yeah, thanks very much for joining me again guys, and until next time I will see you soon. Cheers, thanks.